Hey folks, I'm Mark Johnson, Tech Snobs. Full review of the HTC One Max. Now this is a phablet, so to speak. Huge phone. It's got a massive 6-inch display, full HD, 1080p, and very nice overall. Now, first thing I want to start off saying about this phone, hardware and design, just looking at it, it's very similar, to the HTC One. So looking at the HTC One, it kind of gives you an idea of what you're going to get on the HTC One Max. Just pretty much a bigger version in every way of the two devices. And with that being said, this is kind of like a combo review / head-to-head of both devices, because really there's really not much different, from the HTC One Max versus the regular HTC One. So with that being said, I'm going to focus on the differences between the two. And really the main difference, there's two main differences. First off, on the HTC One Max, you have this fingerprint reader on the back. Now, this is the type that you have to swipe down to register your fingers on. It isn't in the most, intuitive place to be on the phone in the back, because depending on how big your hands are, you're going to have to hold the phone in a kind of a wild way to get to the back to swipe it. So that could be a turn off for some. But if you like, using biometric security, the HTC One Max is going to be the one on Android right now, the only one you can do that on. Another thing about it is that on the right side, just looking at the right side of regular HTC One, some of how the design changes are. On the regular HTC One, you had the micro SD slot here. On this one, you have the door cover release. And basically, once this back comes off, still the nice aluminum on the back. And then you see the SIM card is here. And then you also have the ability to use micro SD expansion. So you can add a 64 gig card right in the back of it, which is great. And that's definitely something that some people wanted on the first HTC One, and they weren't able to get that. But other than that, going through the phone, there's really nothing on this phone, on the Max, that's really optimized to take use of the screen. So definitely that's something you want to keep in mind. And it's just a bigger version of the HTC One. And that's not a bad thing. It's just a thing where, you do have 32 gigs on storage like the other one, but it's not a bad thing. But at the same point, there's really nothing about it that really, sets it apart from the old HTC One outside the big screen. This HTC One has a, a 1080p display as well at 4.7 inches versus technically it's 5.9. But I tell you what, if you like a huge screen, you're going to be happy with this one, because it basically it's more of an immersive experience if you want to look at videos, YouTube videos, things of that nature. See if we can pull one up real quick just to give you an idea of, we'll just go to something popular. Let's click on this little weather video here and just see how this plays. Oh, that one got removed. So we'll go on this one. Yeah, so looking at it here, you can just see the quality on the screen. That's a dark video, probably not the best one to show you. Do one more. Try this human loop one. So there you go, yeah. And then you still got the nice speakers on the front, where you're going to have the speakers very loud. And it's just overall...
No one's ever tried it on their feet, so it's been nice to be the first guy to actually run it.
Yeah, so just to give you an idea, nice, big, huge display. I tell you what, honestly, I like the size of the regular HTC One a little bit. It's easier to handle. But I will say, out of all the big phablets, if you like big screen phones, this one does feel a little bit more like I can handle it a little bit better. And I think a lot of it has to do with the shape of the phone. It is a little bit taller because of the speakers and so forth. But I think the fact that it's not as wide as, say, something like as a Lumia, it makes it a little bit better from that aspect and trying to hold it. So one hand use is a little bit easier, but at the same point, it's a huge phone, very niche market for this device. So if you like big phones and you're on Verizon and you like HTC, this is the one for you. So thanks for watching, folks. Be sure to check out the site, tech-snobs.com, for more coverage. Take care.